So I'm with Bob Aaron, well-known real estate. You're a well-known real estate lawyer in Toronto. How long have you been practicing now?
40-something years.
And you're second generation. Aaron and Aaron are second generation. How long did Dad practice?
He practiced from 1930 to about 1985, something like that.
Wow, what a career.
Long time.
A long time. Had a lovely privilege of knowing your dad. And I came to you because you're my go-to guy. And if we're dealing with an estate, Bob, what really is probate?
There may be a bunch of wills that somebody has left. Conflicting wills changing over a period of time.
Oh, okay.
And it's up to the court to certify, based on the evidence presented to it, which is the last will and the final will. And probate is a certificate from the court appointing the named trustee or executor to handle the estate. So it's a certificate of appointment of estate trustee where the court certifies this is the last will. Anybody dealing with the assets of the deceased, like a bank or a stockbroker or the real estate registration system, can rely on that will as the final will.
So if someone passes away, I'm going to be facetious, on the first of a month.
Yeah.
How long does it take? We've heard of probate dragging on. I'm not talking about people with complex assets, just the average person. How long does it take to go through probate?
Well, first you have to get a list of the assets.
Okay, we'll talk
assuming
about that.
we have that.
We'll talk about that.
Okay.
But let's just say basic, they owned the house. That was
assuming
about it.
we have the paperwork.
Yes.
The paperwork may take a day or a month to prepare. Once the paperwork is done, in Toronto it's 3 to 4 months because the court is backlogged. In Whitby, Oshawa, it may be the same week. It depends on what the backlog at the court is.
So it's a jammed up system. All right, so let me ask you this last question, and that is, with a probate, can a property close while it's still under probate?
No.
It has to be stamped by the court.
Yes, but there are a bunch of properties in Ontario, hundreds of thousands, that don't need probate.
Why?
The Ontario land registration system, there were two systems. There was the old registry system and there was the old land title system.
Yes.
Under the land title system, you need probate. You always did need probate. Under the registry system, you could register the will and transfer it without probate. So depending on if you meet the qualifications of the system, you can transfer land without probate, and you can do it right away.
That's quite interesting.
So we've been doing that a lot lately.
I've heard a couple of lawyers say, though, if a house is just simple, that's the only thing they had, was their house, their possessions are meager, they really don't even bother with probate. Is that true, or is that just a misnomer?
No.
Really,
you have to have probate,
no matter what.
Or you have to be exempt from probate. So if the house was registered in the original land registry system, then you can take it forward and sell it without a court certificate.
That's fascinating. So 3 to 4 months in Toronto, backlogged.
Right, or a day or two with
a smaller community.
Or
exemptions.
On the exemption. Yeah.
That's really good to know. Thanks, Bob. Thank you very, very much. Bob Aaron, Aaron and Aaron Lawyers. Thank you.